Hello Scorpio and welcome to my channel Attila Tarot. In this video we're going to take a look at what kind of energies you can expect in the month of September in the areas of money, career and finance. As usual, this is a general reading, so please take whatever resonates and leave the rest behind. We're going to start with your oracle card. The card that has a message for you today is Listen Deeply. So what this card is telling you that you need to tune into your inner guidance. Maybe there's some kind of answers that you're looking for whenever it comes to money, career, and finance. And what this card is telling us that the answer is within you. Very important to slow down, be still, and truly listen to your intuition. You may be facing a decision about your next step, maybe a job change, creative risk, or how to make your business or project pivot. This card is telling you to listen deeply because you already know what is aligned. And you might also look for subtle signs and nudges and dreams and numbers that you might be seeing that might be trying to help you to go into the right path. But let's see what the tarot is telling us. In the center of your reading, you do have the Five of Wands, which is a card of conflict, competition, and being in training for something, learning something new. So let's unfold what these meanings can be for your career. Let's start with the conflict. So there might be a conflict at work at your and it can be a type of conflict where people are seeing things just purely from the point that from the fact that they have different upbringing, different background, and they see it only through her own lens. It might be that different background, even that there are different department. So very important to kind of try to understand their perspective. But also, it can be a type of conflict which is not serious, that you're kind of trying to see how far you're able to push each other's buttons as well. But of course, competition is a very important aspect of this card. So some of you might be working in an environment, a business, an industry that is extremely extremely competitive, and you need to. Everybody wants to have their slice from the pie. Now this can be that there's a big competition for a job, a big competition for a promotion, or everybody wants to kind of get those business deals that are on the market. Now some of you might be training for something. Maybe you're starting a new job, or you're learning something new, but there's definitely has that somebody's overseeing you in terms of how you are evolving. The first card of your reading is the Page of Cups. Page of Cups is a court card, so can be a person, a younger person, a child that might be important. But this is a dreamy page, somebody who's kind of focusing on your wishes, your dreams. Sometimes he's in the clouds, romantic as well, but here we could look at it more from a dream perspective. So again, maybe you need to pay attention to your dreams, you need to pay attention to the signs. There might be some updates, news that are coming towards you, but also it might be a surprise that's gonna represent. But also his creativity might be another important aspect. The next card in your reading is the Ace of Pentacles, which brings you a brand new chapter, or a brand new opportunity. This can be a new financial opportunity, a new job, a new business deal, a way to invest your money, and an investment advice. What's really important here, that if you are nurturing this, then you're able to create long-term stability in your life. It can be also an idea. The next card in your reading is another page. the Page of Pentacles. So he's kind of the opposite of the Page of Cups, because he's very grounded. He is focusing on learning. He's kind of like the teacher's pet who is kind of like wanna learn everything. Like he's really focusing on learning, putting a lot of effort into that. But again, it can bring the news about a deal, an offer. Like this can be like, maybe 2 offers as well for some of you, or news. But again, some of you might need to just balance how realistic and how dreamy you are this period of time. Because when you kind of look at the 5 of Wands, yes, it's a conflict. But conflict can be external conflict, but also it can be inner conflict as well. So take it as it resonates. The next card in your reading is the 2 of Wands, which is a card of planning, strategizing, and making a decision. Practically, when this card shows up, you are looking into the future. You're looking, what's my next step? Some of you might be applying for jobs, looking at who's hiring, refreshing your resume, putting out your resume to kind of, or networking as well. Some of you might be doing market research because for a project or for your own business as well. Very important for you to think about what is holding you back from the past, because usually with this card, something is holding you back. Maybe a title, maybe a position, maybe a salary as well. But on an everyday term, it can be that some of you just might have to make a decision. Choose between 2 opportunities, new, old, too new, starting your own business, staying where you are. Whatever it is, I think you're going to have clear signs. We talked about here that with the listen deeply, that there's going to be clear signs, and you can see that there are clear signs that you need to go into this direction. Some of you might have internal conflict about it. Some of you might have like just competition as well to kind of get into that direction because everybody else wants to take that route. But it's lovely to see the 6 of Wands in your reading, which is the next card after the 5 of Wands. So it shows that you are progressing, but not just progressing. You're successful, you're victorious. So whatever this conflict is, or whatever this competition is in your life, you're going to be the one who comes out of it on top. You're going to be the one who gets the job, the promotion, the business deal. And everybody's watching you, everybody wants to work with you. You're in the center of attention. Some of you might be working in social media and there might be a lot of competition, or maybe there's like a social media type of conflict as well that might be happening in September or around September, that's going to be influencing you. But let's see what's going to be the final outcome of this reading. But before that, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. That's an indication that the reading helped you, and you can also help me to grow this channel to make sure that the message gets out to those who need it the most. For you, it is only costing a push of a button, so I hope that you already pushed those like and subscribe buttons. And don't forget about the comment section. Let me know how this reading is resonating with you. Where are you watching from? And think about some positive affirmations that you can include, because if you write it down, it is way more successful and stronger. So here's a couple that you can choose from. For example, you can put in that I am able to win over any competition. I am successful and victorious. I'm able to balance my realistic and dreamy side. Or I simply attract success into my life. But let's see the next card, which is a 5 of Pentacles. So this is a very important message for you, to focus on your strength and not to focus on your weaknesses. Because through this competition, you need to focus on whatever you're able to do and not whatever you cannot do. Because this is a card of lack mentality, when you are kind of focusing on whatever is not in your life. whatever is kind of missing from your life. Like, for example, some of you might be looking for a job for a long time. Some of you might be facing a very, very stiff competition on the market. Some of you might be just not having enough self-confidence as well. Might be connected to job loss or business loss or financial struggles as well. But if you want to kind of get ready for it, and that's why you're here, you need to start focusing on gratitude. And how can you focus on gratitude if you're going through difficulties, challenges? Well, think about all the good things that is in your life, because we not only have challenges, and you can focus on little things that you don't even notice, like breathing. Just take a deep breath. You don't have to focus on that. It's coming easily and effortlessly. You can focus on that you're able to walk. You don't have to kind of think about how to make the next step. So think about all those beautiful things that is in your life, and you're grateful for it, whether it's your relationship, friends, it can be anything. And the more you do that, you're going to be able to shift your focus. Now, again, this is not happening that, okay, I'm doing it once and then I'm done. You need to practice. Yeah? You need to do it over and over again. And again, also focus on things that are improving your mood as well. Now, the next card in your reading is another page, the Page of Wands. So, Page of Wands, again, it can be a younger person, it can be somebody who is bringing you excitement, exciting news, job opportunities. Again, some of you might have like 3 options or 3 people that are kind of important in your life. So, let's talk about these 3 pages. Let's talk about these 3 pages. Because you have these 3 pages, and obviously they are important when they show up. So there's a couple of things that it can indicate. News, updates, right? We kind of talked about that. Messages. But also pages can indicate conflict as well, which we talked here. When you have people that are kind of immature, when you have people that are behaving like children, and they need to kind of grow up, and they need to really approach the situation more maturely. So think about it. If it kind of shows up as a conflict, then I'm kind of feeling that this is kind of like this childish conflict, right? When it might be this competition among people, neighbors as well. It can be those neighbors that can kind of cause you problem. Again, it's not a serious one. It's a very childish, petty type of conflict that I'm kind of sensing if it is a conflict. But also some of you might be just new, like new in a sense that you are in a job where you don't have a lot of experience, because you have a lot of these pages indicating that you are at the early stage of a career, or you're just in a very new position, because you have that Ace of Pentacles, and there might be this training and learning as well that some of you might be going through, right? So that's obviously, and sometimes you might feel that you are not enough. Sometimes you might feel that you have lack of self-confidence, but you're going to be able to take the hurdles. I'm not saying that it's going to be easy and effortless, but you're going to be able to do it. Now, the last card we have here is the Three of Swords, which is a card of heartbreak, something that's hurting you, something that is causing you a lot of pain. Now, this can be, again, can be connected to a job loss for some of you that you might have gone through. Something from the past, maybe a conflict can be hurting you as well, or whatever people are kind of chattering about. It might be any kind of disappointment, maybe certain thing you haven't received in the past. And especially like with that Five of Pentacles, Three of Swords, that's definitely something that's weighing you down and impacting you. But with that Six of Wands, you're able to get through that. Now it can be that there might be some kind of a social media conflict. It's gonna give you grief. Maybe somebody is posting something on LinkedIn, on Facebook, or anything to that nature. Now at the bottom of the deck, you do have here the King of Cups. King of Cups kind of brings that mature energy into this reading, because the King of Cups is a court card, so can be a person, your energy, or just the general energy of the card. What we need to know about him, that he's balanced, diplomatic, and he's also great with feelings and emotions and how to handle them and how to manage them with logic. He has great diplomatic skills, which might be important here, especially if you're going through some kind of a conflict or there's a conflict among people that are behaving immaturely or childishly. But also this card, this king brings stability, and even in the midst of the conflict, he's just super balanced, cool as a cucumber. So it might indicate your energy as well, that you might be able to handle this situation, even those biggest waves, those big fights, with grace and gratitude. But let's see what the tarot. So diplomacy might be very important for you. But let's see what we have from this deck. We have here the Destiny card, wealth through purpose, life path, mission fulfilled, healer, artist, self-employed. So some of you might be like, healers. Maybe you are a similar tarot reader. Maybe you are an artist, or just looking for gigs where there's a lot of competition, but you're definitely fulfilling your destiny. So that's all I have for you. I hope that this reading helped you, and I'll be able to welcome you again.